Hi besties and welcome to my channel. My name is Tanner and this is my Esoterica, where I aim to bring you guys comfort and guidance from a place of comfort, my bed. This is going to be another timeless reading for the collective, a timeless love reading. So we're going to go ahead and get started with hopefully your energy with an animal spirit card. Now, yesterday I did a reading and I intended for this side to be your energy viewer, but it actually turned out to be your person's energy. So we're going to start with whatever person wants to come out first. Hopefully it's you. It's my intention that it's you that comes out. It might be your person. And if that happens, just switch the energies around. But let's see what's going to come out for you just like on this cut here. We have the cosmic egg on the bottom already. So this is great energy. This is like attaining spiritual oneness, or like getting to the point in your spiritual journey where you kind of like, I don't want to say like overcame or superseded being a human, but it's like understanding this truth, the spiritual truth of the universe, that we're all one with source, with energy, with one another. We're all part of one big source energy, right? So that's what the cosmic egg is. So that energy could be at play. Maybe you're kind of feeling these kind of heightened spiritual just jujubes. We have the crow here. This is about creative energy. This came up yesterday too, and I want to look at the keywords here. Oh, here it is. Keyword: spiritually strong, creative, and watchful. So definitely a spiritual person, spiritual vibe here. I was going to say spiritual girly, but I don't like to gender my readings. So let's zhuzh these cards up a little bit more and see what comes out on the cut and what comes out on the bottom. But right away, I am getting that this is more of a more spiritually attuned energy. So I'm thinking this is your energy, bestie. But we'll see what comes out in the wash here. So otter, we have the otter on the bottom. I'm gonna look up that one too. I'm still studying this deck. I've got a lot of these under my belt, but some of them I'm still learning. So please bear with me while I find the otter. No, I'm thinking of the beaver. Hold on, we'll get there. Come on. Oyster, frog, otter. Here we go. Unobstructed joy, playfulness, and contentment. So maybe you're focusing on your joy, or you're having, happier times. Maybe you're not really focusing on the bad parts of this connection. Maybe you're just focusing on just trying to have a good time. We have the black egg here, and I know what this one means. This is about speaking a truth or needing to express a truth. So let's see what comes out in general. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Can we please get a card for our viewer or for their person, whoever wants to come out. But please give us a starting energy for this reading. Whoever wants to come out, either our viewer or their person. Woo! It's you, and I thought so already. But you got the unicorn. So this is all about third eye opening, right? Third eye awakening. This is a spiritual card. All the other animal cards in this deck, save for 7 total, are associated with the classical elements, but they also have a spirit category. And the unicorn here is reflective of third eye energy, because you have this horn growing out of their third eye. But you can think of unicorns in mythology as beautiful, gracious, pure creatures, right? So definitely we're talking to a spiritual powerhouse here, and I am not shocked, because I don't think many unspiritual people really watch tarot like that. But let's see the unicorn. So this is definitely you. So reconnecting to higher wisdom or divinity. This is the energy you are in. So it's difficult to see, hear, or think of a unicorn without immediately questioning if it's real. Did they ever exist? Perhaps long, long ago? The mind answers maybe, or it could be, or no way. This very contemplation explains our relationship with divinity and encapsulates our wavering belief in the unicorn. We wonder what divinity is. We wonder where our intuition comes from and if we can really trust it. It's that cosmic egg energy, right? You're kind of, you know, making bigger spiritual connections and uncovering bigger spiritual truths. Yeah, so that's definitely a huge theme for you right now. We think about a higher power and our mind hesitates between yes, no, and maybe. Is it male or female? Does it have a name? Is it just a feeling? The unicorn card appears and wakes us up to curiosity about the higher self and the divine. It is a card of questioning, exploring, and contemplating the inexplicable. The mind's eye knows there is something beyond our day-to-day lives, a deeper dimension to our experiences. The mind's eye reaches and reaches and reaches out to grasp something more. You are the unicorn, and you have begun your quest for the answers. I'll read about the chakra too, just because it's here, and I feel like that might be nice. So the unicorn and the sixth chakra, the third eye chakra. So it's no surprise the subtle essence of the unicorn card resides at the third eye, the exact place from which the unicorn's horn extends. What did I say? This center is called the Ajna chakra, or command center. The ancient yogis believed it to be responsible for our intellect, intuition, and deepest wisdom. Some say our two eyes see the past and the present, while this third eye peers into the future. So yeah, definitely doing some sort of, definitely awakening, right? Awakening spiritually, asking the bigger questions, perhaps as a result, a direct result of this connection. But with the otter underneath, I don't see you going through any sort of particular, you know, pain necessarily at this moment when it comes to this connection. I feel like if this is like a counterpart journey, if you resonate with like twin flames, I feel like you've reached the point in the journey where you've kind of passed the point of being broken open and you're starting to really dive deep into spirituality or your spiritual purpose perhaps. But yeah, lots of big heavyweight spiritual energy here for you. So I love that. I'm so glad you are here and are watching this video because that means I'm doing something right. So let's go ahead and look into your person's energy. On the cut we have the octopus. So this is kind of like chaser energy, kind of like clingy energy, kind of like being wrapped up in somebody. And we have the swan here. I know the swan talks about someone who's really, really creative. I know that is one of the big sort of defining characteristics of the swan. I know that swans also mate for life and very committed to partnership. So I feel like, this is your person's energy. So maybe they could be dealing with chaser wounds right now, or kind of like feeling the loss of you, of your presence, if you have kind of withdrawn your energy from this person, if you're not really doing much to try to stay in contact with them. I'm going to look and see what else the swan says. But I know that the creativity is the biggest kind of part here. We have, effortless creativity, sensitive mystic, and elegant power. So yeah, your person could be a very creative person. That could resonate with you. This is two water cards, two water energies. So water signs could be significant. Your person could be a water sign or have significant water placements. So that's Cancer, Pisces, and I never remember the third sign, no matter which ones I'm listing. Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. There we go. That's the third one. So water signs could be significant. They could also just be really in their emotions right now. Let's see what else comes out on a cut. The tarantula. So definitely your person or this person, if you don't resonate with the unicorn, but I'm hoping you do. But this person, whoever this other person is at a crossroads. They feel like they need to make a choice. That's what the tarantula talks about. So let's do the shuffle and we'll see what comes out. Thank you, Spirit. Can we please get an animal spirit card for our viewer's person, whoever they're attached to? What animal spirit is most representative of their energy? The black egg. So that's all about, again, expressing a truth, needing to express a truth. And this is a spiritual card too. So it seems like your person is also ascending in some way. Let's read the black egg. So this is your person's energy. Black egg is associated with the throat chakra. So the black egg is speaking from an authentic voice and the truth. So the black egg contains one of life's essential treasures, the truth. Inside of it resides no confusion, excuses, small talk, noise, or lies, not even white ones. This living and breathing vessel harbors only that which rings true. When this essence is in balance, we speak slowly and clearly. We are drawn to activities like writing, reading, teaching, singing, or perhaps public speaking. Sounds draw us in, books draw us in, the concept of truth itself draws us in. We start asking questions like, what do I know to be true about myself? And what is true about the world? When the energy of the black egg is not yet accessed, we speak from an unsure place. We say things others want to hear, gossip, or repeat stories to justify our subpar behavior. We might even try to convince ourselves that we have no inner truth at all. The energy of the black egg hovers and waits for us to reconnect. It is available at every moment in every situation. It is the epicenter of truth and the birthplace of our voice. And I'll read the chakra here too. So the black egg is again associated with the throat chakra, the fifth chakra. So the subtle essence of this card resides at the base of the throat, or the Visuddha chakra. The ancient sages saw this center as the hub that governs our speech and expression. Vishuddha, I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong, translates as especially pure. The balance of this center is important for all of us, but it is especially essential for writers, editors, musicians, and teachers. So perhaps your person is a creative type, or they're being drawn to search for their own truth, or this connection has sort of like inspired them, or they're at a point in their part of the journey where they know that they need to be authentic with you, or speak with truth and clarity with you about whatever has transpired. But the fact that you guys both have spiritual cards that came out for your energies is very telling. I get the sense that you are both kind of spiritual heavyweights in a way, or you're both on your path to getting there. So maybe like older souls, or something along those lines. But yeah, I feel like you, if you resonate with this unicorn side, are definitely, just kind of starting to ask the bigger questions about spirituality, and about, your place and your purpose, and the oneness of everything, and what it all really means. And I feel like your person is searching for truth too, in a different way, and we'll see what comes out with like the oracles and the tarots and stuff. But yeah, right now they're connecting to speaking their authentic truth, or they want to express a truth to you. There are a few cards, or at least one other one I can think of, that talks about needing to express a truth in this animal card deck, the Nightingale in particular. But this is like a heightened version of seeking truth and being truth than that card. So I feel like your person is elevating in a way, or has elevated, and wants to speak this authentic truth to you. Well, let's go ahead and move on to the oracle cards. We'll see what comes out. We'll go ahead and look for you, our viewer. On this cut right now, we have foundation and confession. So you may be focusing on your own foundations right now, working on building yourself up. Confessions here says unveiling coming clean messages. So maybe you're hoping for your person to come clean to you about something, or maybe you need to come clean about something to your person. Let's see. We'll shush these around a little bit. We'll cut, and then we'll see what else comes out on the bottom for you before we pull. One more. Okay. Cut. Past life came up on the bottom for you. So it's deja vu, repeated patterns, and karmic lessons. So maybe you've been going through cycles with this person, or you're starting to realize the cycles you've gone through with this person. You could feel like you have a past life connection with this person as well. I feel like, but underneath past life, we have clarity. So I feel like you're gaining clarity about these repeating kind of karmic patterns that perhaps have occurred in this relationship or in this connection. But you're gaining clarity around these repeating patterns. Let's see what comes up. I'll do one more quick shuffle, but okay. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get some oracle cards for our viewer, please. What energies are they in, or are most important for them when it comes to this connection at this time? Thank you, Spirit. Our viewer's energy. What is going on with our viewer? What is going on with our viewer? Thank you, Spirit. Ooh. Okay, so I see you're going through it a little bit here. So on the bottom we have intuition. So I feel like it says here we have heart song, telepathy, inner knowing. So I feel like with this unicorn card that you're starting to get in touch more with your intuition, get in touch more with your spiritual side here. But you're definitely going through a tough time because we have emotional storm, hopeless, and shallow. And I'm going to show you. Excuse me. I burped a little. But again, emotional storm, hopeless, and shallow. So I feel like you're going back and forth, but like you're having a really rough time with this connection. You're feeling but it's okay. So I see why this emotional storm is happening, because it seems like you're going back and forth between feeling hopeless about this connection and seeing that there's still a chance, there's still possibilities, because you have this possibilities card that came out. And yeah, that's why you're going through this emotional storm, because you're going back and forth between feeling hopeless about this connection and having hope about it. Because I also see this one day card. It says someday, somewhere, another time. So I get the sense that you feel like there is a strong possibility for you guys to reconnect or to be together one day. But right now you're kind of feeling hollow and empty. That's what the shallow card says. Boredom's on here too. But I get hollow and empty and hopeless, right? And I'm sorry if you're feeling this way. But yeah, you're going back and forth between having hope about this connection and not having hope, and it's leaving you kind of drained of your energy. But I think it is leading you again to lean into your intuition, lean into your spiritual side, lean into maybe just are doing all this spiritual exploration because you need a distraction. And that's fine. I feel like a big part of I've always been kind of spiritual, but I've also gone through and am going through an intense connection, uh, like that would warrant watching tarot. But all that to say, the whole reason I really started diving into tarot specifically was because of my connection to my person and the emotional storm that I was going through. So I feel like, yeah, you're awakening, and it might be a painful one. It might be, I mean, clearly you're not having a great time with where you are right now with this connection. But yeah, I get you going back and forth, you feeling drained, but at the same time feeling like there's a possibility that one day that your person will come back and, express this truth to you, or express a truth to you. Or just express that this person cares, or just express something, you know what I mean? But okay, let's see what comes out for your person. We have obscurity for your person, so secrets, mysteries, concealing. So they're probably holding back, or you're not seeing them very clearly, or they seem mysterious to you. Just these bit. See what else comes out on the bottom when we cut. Okay. Cloudy judgment for your person. So illusions, unbalanced, and distorted. So it seems like, your person doesn't have clear judgment right now, or they're not really thinking clearly right now, even though they want to express this truth to you with the black egg. It's interesting. We'll see what comes out when we pull. But okay, thank you, Spirit. Can we get some oracle cards for our viewers' person's energy? Yes. What energies are our viewers' person in when it comes to this connection? What energies is our viewers' person's our viewers' person's energy? It's a mouthful. Thank you, Spirit. Our viewers' person's energy, please. What energy are they in when it comes to this connection? Are you coming out or not? I guess I'll take you. Okay. So we have abandoned on the bottom here. So they could have walked away from this connection. So you could have felt that like left out in the cold. This gives me sort of 5 of Pentacles energy. So this person could have walked away from you and, left you feeling abandoned in some way. It seems like your person, I don't know if there's a third party energy at play, but we have influences here, which says attachments, third parties, and peers. So maybe they're being really influenced by the people around them, or there's a third party situation at play. And third party doesn't have to necessarily mean another person. It could be family, it could be friends, it could be a job, but something that's kind of taking their energy away from you, right? So they definitely have some sort of outside influences. There's some outside influences at play. But this person also got the loyalty card. So it says trusting, reliability, and believing. So I feel like, even if you guys aren't really talking right now or in much contact, they are still, loyal to you. I don't think it's weird that we have. So I don't know if there's a third party romantic relationship necessarily, because it says trusting, reliability, and believing. So I do believe that this person is loyal to you, but there's something that's distracting them. There's something there that's taking their attention away from this connection. And take it how it resonates, of course. But whatever it is, whatever's going on, they're not very happy about it, because we have broken here. Shattered, heartbroken, and destroyed. So whatever's going on, they're not having a great time necessarily. Yeah, and it's weird too, because we have broken, and then we also have ecstasy and realizations. So I feel like your person is definitely coming to realizations. They're coming to understandings. Yeah, awakenings, epiphanies, understandings. I feel like, those realizations are causing them to want to be authentic and be truthful with this black egg card here. But we have the ecstasy card here too, which says chasing thrills, excitement, and a good time. So maybe that's what these outside influences are. Maybe your person is kind of chasing thrills right now, chasing, having highs and having a good time. Instead of focusing on this connection. But they are again, having awakenings and epiphanies and downloads of some sort. And I think, again, it is pushing them to want to live and be more authentic in how they express things to you with this black egg too. So yeah, that's what we have for the oracles. Let's go ahead and look at tarot. Now I've got two different decks here, so I'll use one for you, and then I'll use the other one for your person. So let's see what comes out in the cut here for you, our viewers' energy. So right away we have the Queen of Pentacles. So this is a very divine feminine, right? Nurturing, secure, stable kind of energy. She's the most nurturing queen, I think, in the tarot. Her and the Queen of Cups, they're different kind of, I think, sides to divine feminine mother. If I had to really think about it, but you know, you're feeling secure, or like you're working up to this queen energy, because again, I see that you're going through this kind of back and forth between having hope and feeling hopeless. But I feel like, you know, at the end of the day, you are a divine feminine energy. You are a queen. And if you're not feeling it right now, I feel like that you're definitely working your way back there. If you're not embodying that energy already. But so either you are, you work, or you're working towards becoming stable again, or just feeling secure in yourself again. Perhaps after, you know, whatever that caused a separation between you two. It's hard to pick yourself back up sometimes, and sometimes it takes a while. I know that too, but it seems like with the Queen on this cut that you're getting there. Let's see what else comes out. We have the Page of Swords. So this is very kind of scoping the terrain. So a lot of tarot readers say that this is like someone's spying on you, or maybe you're spying on someone on like social media. So maybe you're checking up on your person, or you know, you're just trying to get the lay of the land in some way, shape, or form. Okay, let's do our cut. So on the bottom we have the Ace of Wands. So this is inspiration. This is, you know, passion and excitement. It's a spark, some sort of spark of something. It could be an idea. It could be a spark of attraction, let's say. Wands are about attraction and passion. What's underneath here? Okay, so on the bottom of the deck here, we have the we have the Ace of Wands, the Five of Cups, and Death. So I feel like you're obviously feeling, again, very sad, but I feel like it's inspiring you with this Ace of Wands to kind of like take action on your own kind of rebirth here with Death, and like taking action on releasing with Death the sadness here that you're feeling with the Five of Cups. So I feel like you're actively, you know, like you're grasping the wand. You're trying to, you know, follow this thread of inspiration and energy that's representative of the Ace to I guess get over or kind of clear out this sadness, so you can kind of let it die and let something new kind of take place, to be birthed in a way. But those were just the energies on the bottom. We'll see what actually comes out here. Thank you, Spirit. Can we please get some tarot for our viewers' energy? Some tarot cards for our viewers' energy. Thank you, Spirit. All right. For our viewer, please. Thank you, Spirit. That almost flipped out, but it didn't. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Oh, okay. So on the bottom here, we have the Five of Pentacles. So again, this is feelings of being abandoned or being walked away from, being left out in the cold in some way. And that came up on the bottom for your person when we did their oracle. So I feel like this person definitely walked away from you and left you feeling really abandoned in some sort of way, as we all do from time to time. So what came out for you, we have the Tower in reverse, we have the Lovers in reverse, and then we have the Three of Cups. So the Tower in reverse is all about, recovery after a big sort of, shocking realization or some sort of big shakeup of some kind that kind of like shook you to your core in some way. Definitely goes with that emotional storm card, definitely goes with that hopeless card. But this is, again, this popped out in reverse. So this is recovery after disaster. So I feel like definitely you're working on building yourself back up, again, with that Queen of Pentacles that we saw, like building yourself back up to be stable again, or yeah, just be secure in yourself again. I feel like that's what you're trying to work on. What also popped out was the Lovers in reverse. So the Lovers is all about an intense connection, right? Soul level connection, twin flame maybe. But it's also about making a choice. The Lovers is about making a choice, and in reverse, the Lovers could talk about not, it's like a not equal relationship, or it's like a one-sided kind of thing, or it's like a refusal to make a choice. Let me get my tarot notes. Okay, let's see. Excuse me. Yeah, disharmony, imbalance, misalignment of values, or needing self-love. So you could be focusing on your self-love right now with the Lovers in reverse, instead of, putting much energy into worrying about this person. I think you are focused on trying to have fun and have a good time, because that's what the Three of Cups is about, which was the third card that came out for you. So I feel like you're trying to have a good time. You're trying to hang out with friends. You're trying to just keep your mind off of the situation as much as you can. So you're focusing on self-love with the Lovers, and rebuilding kind of after this huge, I guess, abandonment that happened, with the Five of Pentacles on the bottom of your deck. So yeah, I get the sense that you're in kind of recovery mode right now. I think you're still feeling this sort of emotional back and forth with, again, going between hopeless and feeling like one day it could be possible for you and this person to be together. But for now, you're focusing on, asking the bigger questions, connecting to spirit. With this Unicorn card, you're tapping into your third eye, leaning into your intuition. And yeah, you're focusing on rebuilding yourself right now. And you just want to have fun. You just want to have a good time with your friends and live carefree, and get your mind off this other person. So, totally understandable. I feel like, connecting with other people, and like people who care about you, is a good thing to do, and it's going to make you feel loved. It's going to make you feel valued, and show you that you are loved and valued, and you don't need this other person to make you believe that. You don't need this other person to validate that you matter, because you do, and we all do. But you matter, so don't let this person keep you down. Yeah, keep focusing on that self-love, keep having a good time, and things are gonna fall into place sooner or later. But yeah, just keep focusing on yourself, keep focusing on building yourself up, keep focusing on finding that Queen of Pentacles within you, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. But let's look at your person's energy with tarot now. So we're going to shuffle a few times and we'll see what comes out on the cuts here. So we have the Page of Pentacles on the cut here. So wanting to invest in something. Oh my goodness. Page is, you know, curiosity, but you had the Page of Swords, right? They had the Page of Pentacles. So they're more focused right now on their material world. Yeah, they're more focused on their material world right now. And yeah, I don't know if I don't see anything about, you know, them coming back at the moment, even though they want to express an authentic truth to you. I feel like the Page of Pentacles could be an offering of, you know, a stable relationship or something, but I don't, it could be in just the big scheme of tarot, but I don't think in this particular reading it's reading that way. It seems like, you know, your person is focused on their material world. Let's see what comes out in the tarot. Do a couple of these types of shuffles. All right, thank you, Spirit. Can we get some tarot cards for our viewers' person's energy? What energy are they in when it comes to this connection? Thank you. Our viewers' person's energy. Let's look at our viewers' person's energy, please, Spirit. Our viewers' person's energy. Thank you, Spirit. Our viewers' person's energy. Wow. So certainly wasn't expecting these cards to come out. So I don't know, maybe you should expect this person to come in. Maybe that Page of Pentacles on the bottom, I was right when I said that maybe they want to offer a new opportunity to you, because we have, and there could be an age difference. Your person could be younger than you with the Page, but we have the Ace of Pentacles here. That was the first card that came out for your person. So this is a new opportunity being presented. It says, yeah, abundance, manifestation, opportunity, new career, new venture, yada, yada, yada. But it's a new opportunity, right? And the second card that came out was the Six of Pentacles. And this is all about equal give and take, balanced relationships. So I feel like, you know, your person is feeling like they want to give to this connection. They want things to be equal between you. And it seems like they want to offer you this kind of stable, I mean, that's what Pentacles represent, you know, material world stability, physical relationships, right? So I feel like this person wants to offer you, with the Page there, who's holding the Ace of Pentacles, they want to offer you this new beginning, this chance at a new beginning. And they want to, maybe that's what they're coming to the realization about, and that's what their truth is about with the Black Egg, that they want to extend this offer to you of reciprocity, mutual reciprocity here. And I feel like they're stepping into the higher version of themselves, right? Because we have the Emperor here. This is divine masculine energy. This is a combination of all four kings in the tarot. So I was making sure my mic was still on. But yeah, so I feel like your person is elevating and rising and stepping into their most, like they're the highest version of themselves, with the Emperor here. Yeah, so surprised, considering all the other cards that, I mean, with the loyalty card, I guess I'm not too surprised that your person wants to offer you this new opportunity, or this new beginning. I do think, again, that they've been influenced by either their friends or, you know, what other people would think, or something. I don't see third party insofar as another person, another romantic interest. So it could have been work or something like that. Otherwise, you know, why would they want to offer you a new opportunity to, you know, equal give and take and stuff? So I feel like this person, you know, wants to come forward, wants to offer you um, an opportunity to fix what was broken between you, to show you that, you know, they are loyal to you. Um, and I think, you know, this ecstasy card was how they feel about you. I think you give them feelings of ecstasy and not so much about chasing thrills. I mean, maybe they're doing that too. And that could be, I think I said this earlier, but that could be part of their influences. Maybe they're chasing thrills and good times to try to distract themselves. But I don't see that in the cards. So I take it how it resonates. How about that? Take it how it resonates. There are a few options for how it could. But yeah, I get the sense that they want to offer you reciprocity, and they're stepping into their divine masculine energy here. So that's actually that's a good sign. That's a great sign. Um and we have the world and the four of four of swords on the bottom of their deck, and the three of pentacles. So the world, ooh, and the 10 of pentacles underneath that. So the world is all about feeling fulfilled and like feeling like you've completed a cycle. This is the last card of the major arcana, right? And it's the last step on the fool's journey through the major arcana. So the world represents the fool after he's gone through all of his earthly and spiritual lessons. And now he's learned everything he needs to learn, and he's ready to start over again with everything he's accumulated so far. So this is the energy on the bottom of your person's tarot deck. So they're definitely feeling like they've completed a cycle, or they've leveled up in some way. And that's, you know, echoed by the Emperor coming up in their spread too. And I feel like this has come like after a period of rest with the Four of Swords. So if they've taken some time away from you, I feel like it was in order to process sort of everything that may have gone down between you that caused this kind of separation. But with the Three of Pentacles underneath that, that's a card of coming together, of wanting to collaborate, of wanting to build something lasting. And underneath the Three of Pentacles, we have the 10 of Pentacles, which is all about having a legacy and building something lasting, right? So I feel like your person has leveled up in some way, and they want to come towards you. They want to build something with you. And yeah, I feel like they see you as someone they could maybe have a family with too, with this 10 of Pentacles here. So yeah, perhaps, you know, they'll be coming towards you soon with an offer um, of, you know, wanting to, again, have equal give and take in this relationship. So it might even be surprising if this person kind of pops in on you out of the blue, because aces are also kind of out of the blue, sort of kind of like divine gifts, if you will, like sudden realization, sudden, you know, material opportunities, sudden emotional new emotional opportunities, you know, all that sort of stuff. So, um, yeah, you might be surprised when they come towards you. But overall, you know, you are recovering from this downfall or this separation. You're building yourself back up. You're focusing on self love with the lovers in reversed. And you're focused on having a good time with the people you care about with the Three of Cups right now. And you're also, you know, leaning into your intuition and opening your third eye and all that stuff. Um, and your person is, you know, stepping into their divine masculine energy, stepping into their power. You know, whatever's gone down between you has definitely shattered them too. It's not been an easy separation for them either, but they're still loyal to you. They still have that bond with you. And I think, yeah, they're realizing that they want to express that truth to you, that you are you mean something to them, and that they want to have an equal partnership with you, an equal give and take with the Six of Pentacles. So yeah, I'd say don't be surprised if this person comes in unexpectedly with an offer. But we'll go ahead and pull one final card. That's what I have for this spread. I don't know if I should try to clarify. I mean, I feel like it's pretty clear. You know, you're recovering from this downfall. You're focusing on your self-love. You're focusing on your friends and having a good time and on your own abundance. Yeah, you've gone through this emotional storm. You know, you still go back and forth between feeling hopeless about this connection and having hope that one day you guys can be together. And it seems like your person, you know, is having realizations again about this connection and about how they want to offer you, yeah, something stable and be this emperor for you. So we're going to pull one final piece of advice for you from our Wisdom of the Oracle deck, and then we'll go ahead and leave your reading there. If something resonated with you in this, I would love it if you'd like share, comment. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear what resonated with you. Also, please subscribe if you like this and you want to see more readings from me. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being here, and let's see what comes out for your advice. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you to all the guides and angels who have been here with us for this reading and helping to guide us. Can we please get one final piece of closing advice for our viewer when it comes to this connection? What's one piece of advice we can leave them to help them on their journey, continue on their journey? Thank you, Spirit. I'm going to do one more. Thank you, Spirit. One final piece of advice for our viewer. Thank you, Spirit. One final piece of advice for our viewer. Thank you, Spirit. One final piece of advice for our viewer. One final piece of advice for our viewer, please, Spirit. Because a very specific card wants to come out for you. Alright, let's shuffle again and see what comes out again. On the bottom here we have chaos and conflict, so I mean that goes hand in hand with the emotional storm, right? We have happy on the cut here, so that goes with the Three of Cups, you know, focusing on your own happiness here. Self-love also with the Lovers in reverse. Oh goodness. Come on now, cards. I'll do two. We have a change in the wind too with chaos and conflict here. Okay, thank you, Spirit. One final piece of advice for our viewer, please, Spirit. One final piece of advice for our viewer. Chop wood. This came out not for advice yesterday, but it was in the cuts yesterday. So chop wood is all about doing the hard work to maintain, clearing out the dust that has settled within you, right? Like your you know, I don't want to say bad habits, but your wounds, your childhood wounds, you know, feelings of being abandoned, or you know, like you're not worthy of love, or you know, just things like that, childhood wounds. This is saying to like buckle down and keep doing that work of clearing out your blockages. It's work that nobody wants to do. Nobody really wants to chop wood, but you need to if you want to survive the winter, if you want to, you know, have a fire, if you want to build a house. All, you know, I'm just saying stuff off the top of my head, but you know what I'm saying. Like you have to do the hard work in order to reap the rewards of it. So I'm going to read from the guidebook here what chop wood means, and then we will leave your reading there. So this is number 42. So chop wood, we have being grounded in everyday experience, humility. So the Oracle's message here is there are times when the big dream is meant to lie dormant in your consciousness so that you can pay attention to the simple chores in your life. Consider why pruning a tree is the forerunner of delighting in the beautiful blooms when it is in full blossom. The mundane act of pulling off dead leaves, watering the soil, and then leaving it to be to let nature take its course is an important step in manifestation. Taking your attention away from your goal brings you into a state of receptivity. This is the deeper purpose for releasing attachment. When you engage in everyday tasks in a meditative, contemplative way, you clear your energy to receive your aha moments, which brings you ever closer to what you seek. And then I'll read the relationship message here too, since this is a love reading. So the relationship message is nothing is as important right now as just doing what you need to do day to day. Let your heart remember that not everything has to be hard-won, passionate, or even obviously meaningful. Relationships and friendships go through lulls when the everyday tasks are at the center of awareness. That is perfect now. Hold hands, wash dishes, make a fire, read a book, share a meal, say nothing, stare into space, pick up rocks, tell a dumb joke, and leave space to breathe. The work of your relationship right now is very simple, just to be present. Funny how it takes work to just be. All is well, really. So yeah, keep focusing on loving yourself. Keep focusing on rebuilding yourself after this tower moment. Keep focusing on the things that make you happy and that bring you joy with this Three of Cups here. Because the more you focus on building yourself back up and focusing on your own love, the more that this person is going to be drawn to you. And the fact that it's clear that you are working on these things already, working on your own joy and fulfillment, working on building yourself back up, and working on loving yourself, like all of that is magnetizing this person back to you, because now, they want to offer you a new beginning. They want to offer you reciprocity, and they want to come in this divine masculine energy. So keep chopping the wood, keep doing the work, because it's getting you what you want. So don't focus on this person. Keep focusing on you. Keep focusing on your work. Keep focusing on building yourself back up, and this person will be back before you know it. Alrighty, that's your reading for today. Thank you again for being here, and I hope to see you on the next one. Alright, take care. Bye!